Hi and welcome. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for new subscribers and for existing subscribers for coming back. I always feel klutzy saying that, but I truly do appreciate that you're watching my videos. That does make me happy. Let's see, today is Wednesday, June 12th, and it's a beautiful day here. And the guy that I have mow my grass for me this year is mowing my grass. Of course, you set up for a video and extra noise occurs. I hope you bear with me. It's been a kind of slow week for me. Busy in other ways, but kind of slow stitching wise. Although, I guess it's not slow isn't the right word. Yeah. Slow's not the right word. I have been focused. Focused is a good word. It's been a good week for my focus because I've stitched on pretty much two pieces. I stitched on Forest of Sumatra and I stitched on Simply Meant to Be. And I think I have a couple of clips, I'm not sure, but I think what I'm going to do is I'll show you the clips I did, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk about these two pieces. So I'll see you on the other side. Be right back. Hi, welcome to June 6th, and I just thought I'd take a second and show you that last night for a little while I worked on my Forest of Sumatra, and I just came down and finished up this little bit, and I put this motif in, and I think today I am going to work on maybe trying to finish out the rest of that page. There's still quite a big, I think it's this right here, all the way up to like half. Let's see, too close? Yeah. It's up to like half of this flower. So I think that's the page break. So I am going to work on this later when I get back to stitching. Right now I've got some tea stain paper in my oven that I've stained to work on my Alice in Wonderland journal for my swap. And I thought I would show you, I did this with some resin, so that's a clock face, and a few little bits that go with the clock. And then I had some 2-part epoxy, kind of silicone stuff that you can make molds with. So I made some molds of some Alice in Wonderland type charms. It's the Harold rabbit, the rabbit in the teacup, and another image of the Harold rabbit. So that's a Harold rabbit. There's a rabbit in a teacup, and another Harold rabbit, and yet another Harold rabbit. I think he's my favorite. Let's see. Because he's, trying to get more light because it's another cloudy, rainy day. So that's a Harold rabbit with blue. I like this one too. This is one of the rabbits in the teacup. It's hard to see on this screen. The silver one I think is the prettiest. I have been making dangles for my journal. So that's the rabbit in the teacup, some beads, and then that's a disc that has the letter A. And then I've made some really pretty sparkly bead dangles, beaded beads, and So those are really pretty, and those will look nice on the journal. So yeah, I'm doing some different things, but later on I'll get back to my stitching. So thanks for watching. See you in the next clip. And this is Saturday, June 8th, and it's a beautiful sunny day here again, thank goodness. And I haven't gotten a lot of stitching in, but the last couple of days, a little bit of stitching I've done. I've been working on Forest of Sumatra, which is an ink circles design, and I'm enjoying it. Like I said, it hasn't been a whole lot of stitching, but there it is. So I am working towards trying to get a page finish in here. There's a half of a flower on this page, and I want up here in this corner, and I want to do the outside edges of it, I think, in this red, and then the inside will be the green and maybe a little yellow. So I'm just working my way through some of this large motif, which is primarily green. I'm going to put a couple of little yellow diamonds in each of these areas, and then I think I should have a page finish. Not sure that that's going to happen this time, but yeah, when I don't have much time to stitch, this is a really good piece to pick up. So I'll see you again. Have a beautiful day. Hi, and happy June 9th. I am just stopping to say that I've been working on Forest of Sumatra by Ink Circles for the last couple of days because I really wanted to get a page finished done, and yes, I did. Thank goodness. I'm really happy with it. I like the way it looks, and it went a little bit into page 2, but I wanted to finish that motif, and I think it looks pretty good. I've put a few gold beads in. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but they're like right here, and then there's some single beads in the different areas, and I really like it. I'm happy. I think I can put it down now for a little bit, and maybe go to Simply Meant to Be, and maybe get some of those 1200 stitches in. So, and I definitely think this kind of has a summer forest vibe, so I'm really liking it. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you again. Yeah, I don't think I had a lot there, but I didn't want to not put it in just in case I said something, you know, amazing, which I don't usually say amazing things, so but you never know. Anyway, like I said, I worked on pretty much 2 pieces this past week, and one was my Ink Circles Forest of Sumatra, which I love, and it kind of goes along with my Dragons of Sumatra. I'm really enjoying this piece. This would be beautiful stitched just like this, but I'm stitching it in my own way. I've colorized it a little bit more, and I've added some beads, and this is page 1. And of course my lighting isn't that good, which I also apologize for, but there's really not much I'm going to be able to do about it. But you can see I've gone a little bit into the next page here with this motif, but I wanted to finish that as much as I could. And then, if you can see, I added some little tiny gold beads in various places. I did a couple of clusters down here in place of some of the cross stitching, and I put some red beads in these motifs up here. So I've really been enjoying playing with this. I actually have Life After Death, and I guess I'm going to consider this good practice for Life After Death. At the rate I'm going, I'm going to need it. Anyway, so that was Forest of Sumatra, and I'm enjoying that. That's only page 1. It's got a ways to go. And the other focus this week was Simply Meant to Be. And this is a Haid. And I think this is by, let's see, somebody beeped the horn. Wally. By Sherry Gerhardt. And that's what that looks like. Oh, the animals are going crazy. I paused, but I really want to get this done. It sounds like they were looking for Tank, the guy mowing my grass. So anyway, I'm happy to announce that this also has a page finish. And that is the right way up. I had to check it. But, yep, so that's page 1 finished. And it is all stitched. So that means I've already met my 1200 stitch requirement for... I'll tell you what, I'm going to pause this. I'll be right back. All right, I'm sorry. I would start over, but I have some things I have to get to, so I'm afraid we're going to have to take this the way it is. So anyway, I do have a page finish on Simply Meant to Be, and that meets my 1200 stitch requirement for June on Full Coverage Fanatics. And I'm really loving this. You can see how strange it looks because there's these little dark stitches here that I'm wondering what they're going to turn out to be. This is the page, and so this is actually just this upper corner here. Yeah, this is a mini, but it doesn't mean it's small. It's just smaller than the full-sized. So anyway, yep, I'm really liking that, and I'm hoping that I can get more stitching in on that, and on Forest of Sumatra. And I'll show you too that this is how I'm keeping my floss as I'm stitching on Simply Meant to Be. And it's working out so far for me. So for page 1, these are all the colors that were on page 1 so far. And you can see I drew the symbol on the card in the center. And yep, kind of messy. It makes me a little crazy. And I have to be careful that I clean that up and put it away every night so that my cats don't decide to make a toy out of it. And this is the one color that I said I didn't have, which is 152. It's kind of a shell pink. Well, I don't know, it's like dusty pink. What I didn't realize is I'm all out of 613 too, so I had to go into my sample card. I have some old floss bobbins that have just a little bit of floss on them of each of the colors from back then, and 613 existed then, so I had to use that floss to finish page 1. It was just a little bit, so it was good, and that made me happy. So yeah, I don't know if doing a video every week is a good thing or not, because I am pretty busy for the summer. And I'm thinking about going to every 2 weeks, if not to like once a month. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think. I think every 2 weeks might be a good thing. So I also wanted to say that Friday is Flag Day here in the United States. And so I've been thinking that I would like to start something for Flag Day. And I know that Sunshine Stitchers, Gary, is doing Miss Liberty. And I haven't done My Lady in the Flag yet. And I'm thinking I might start her on Friday. I think that she would be a good thing to start for Flag Day. And that's also the day that my next installment for War of Tooth and Claw should come in. And for anybody who's been watching my videos and heard me talking about Game of Thrones, I did finish watching Game of Thrones this week, and I was a little disappointed in the ending. No spoilers here, but yeah, it was good. I enjoyed the story a lot. Didn't always enjoy it. Like I said the last video, evil people. Made me pretty nervous. If you get anxious, it's not the thing for you to watch. Anyway, I digress. Lady in the Flag I got thrown off by War of Tooth and Claw, which I'm enjoying too. I'll be working on that more. And I probably should have gotten that out to show it to you again. But there it is. Sorry. Not prepared, I guess. What happens when I'm trying to keep it simple. I'll just show you the piece because the next part isn't out and I am up to date on it. So this is what War of Tooth and Claw looks like so far. It's got the crown in the center. And then it's got, let's see, the first thing that came in was the heart. And then the falcon. And now I did the kraken. I released the kraken. That is kind of goes with that iron board, I guess, because they had a kraken on their sails. Yeah. Didn't like them either. Oh well. Anyway, back to Lady of the Flag. So the 14th is Flag Day. And I'm going to start her, I think. And I have the fabric I'm going to use is the Constitution fabric. I'd ordered this a while ago. And that has the We the People, the preamble. And it's big enough that I can center her and have a pretty good basis for Lady in the Flag. I'm planning on doing her in all of the called for colors, and I even have the bead pack for this one, so I will be using the Mill Hill beads that it calls for. And I'm looking forward to that. Of course, one of the problems when you look at what you have, I have a lot of things, and after I finished His Name is Jesus, I said that I thought I had the name of God, and I do. So I also think that at some point I'm going to start this. I haven't decided what colors I want to use. I think this calls for a spruce green and blue spruce and grape arbor from the Gentle Art. So, and this is beautiful. I mean, it's gorgeous. My big toe has so many beautiful designs. I have a few more that I would love to stitch. This is a big one, and I don't have the fabric for it, so I won't be starting it this week. And like I said, I do have to decide if I want to use these colors or if I want to pick different colors. I may pick different colors. So that is part of my plan. And I do have a little bit of fibery type haul. So let me put this stuff back in the bag so I don't lose it. And these right now, I just have in one of these things that curtains or I don't know, throws or whatever come in. But I got some stuff from what's this called? Fabulous Fibers. And I actually think I clicked on an ad on YouTube. Do you believe it? I clicked that one of those ads up in the corner. But it's called Fabulous Fibers. And let's see if I can fold it. They have free shipping, I think over $25 or $35, I'm not sure. But that's their logo, Fabulous Fibers. And if I think of it, I will put a link to their shop down below. And they have all kinds of really nice stuff. So I bought an assortment. It comes in 10-yard cards. And I wish I was a person that could show you these things in some fancy way. But this is, I'll show you. This is Avanti. Oh. Except my light sucks. Hang on. There. Now we've got shadows. Okay, I won't show them to you. Anyway, they come in 10-yard cards. I'll leave the link below and you can take a look because they have all kinds of really beautiful fibers, and I think that you would really enjoy looking around. I know I did. And they have some metallics, and this is Contessa Olivia, and this is also called Contessa. It's kind of like a very thin chenille. It's a chenille thread, and I think it's actually a 6-ply, and it's kind of soft and fuzzy. So I will put a link to that below. I think it really might be worth a look for some people. I'll show you some of the eyelash type fiber. They call it peluche, P-E-L-U-C-H-E, and this is garden. So yeah, and I got a whole thing of those. So, oh, look at this one, Spring Garden, and this is an Avanti variegated. It's very nubbly. It looks like a knitting yarn almost, but I bet it would make great counted canvas pieces. I gotta put the light down because it's right in my face. Okay, so I think that's it for me. I have a few things I have to do, and I'd like to work a little bit more on some of my stuff. I think I said that I'm going to be starting another journal, and yeah, so if you would like to see more of that, stay tuned, and thank you. I know that this video has been kind of a hot mess, but I knew if I didn't do it today, I probably wouldn't get it done this week. So thank you for watching, and I hope you're having a beautiful week. So be kind and be courageous, and in all things, be colorful. Thanks for watching.